Welcome to Everyday English Stories. Today's story is called The New Neighbor. Sit back, listen and relax. After the story, we will learn 6 useful words. Let's begin. The Saturday morning calm was broken by the low growl of a moving truck easing to a halt beside the house next door. Nina, nursing a mug of tea, drifted to the window to investigate the sudden bustle. A jumble of boxes had colonized the pavement, and a young man was gamely maneuvering a sofa through the narrow gate. "It seems our long empty house has finally found an occupant," she remarked to her mother. "Then it falls to us to extend a warm welcome," her mother said, already reaching for her apron. Baking, in their household, was less a chore than a small ritual of goodwill. Nina folded the batter with practiced ease while her mother grated a lemon, its fragrance perfuming the air. Before long, a golden cake emerged from the oven, and they set it on their finest china. Cake in hand, they ventured next door, though Nina's confidence wavered on the doorstep. Summoning her nerve, she rapped gently on the door. It opened to reveal a young man who wore the unmistakable weariness of a moving day. "Leo," he offered, extending a hand still dusty from the boxes. "I've barely set foot inside." "Consider this a peace offering after all that heavy lifting," Nina said, presenting the cake. Leo was momentarily lost for words, visibly touched by the unexpected kindness. He ushered them in, sheepishly gesturing at the labyrinth of half-opened crates. "Pay no mind to the chaos," Nina's mother said breezily. "Every move looks like this." Perched amid the boxes, the 3 of them tucked into the cake with easy familiarity. Leo admitted that he had uprooted his entire life for a promising new position. "Until 5 minutes ago, I didn't know a single soul in the city," he confessed ruefully. "Well, you can strike that off your list of worries," Nina replied with a grin. She reeled off the neighborhood's hidden gems, the snug cafe around the corner and the tranquil park nearby. As they talked, the guarded look on Leo's face slowly gave way to genuine ease. "I'd been quietly dreading this whole upheaval," he said, "but you've turned it on its head." By the time farewells were exchanged, a standing invitation to coffee had been cheerfully arranged. Strolling home, Nina savored a quiet sense of contentment. It never ceased to amaze her how effortlessly a small kindness could dissolve the awkwardness between strangers. A humble cake and an outstretched hand had, in the space of an afternoon, forged the beginnings of a friendship. Kindness, she mused, has a way of arriving quietly and staying for good. Now let's learn 6 words from the story. To extend a welcome. To offer a warm, friendly greeting. For example, it falls to us to extend a warm welcome. To summon one's nerve. To gather the courage to act. For example, summoning her nerve, she rapped on the door. Weariness. A deep feeling of tiredness. For example, he wore the unmistakable weariness of a moving day. To uproot. To leave your home and move somewhere entirely new. For example, he had uprooted his entire life for a new position. Ruefully. In a way that shows regret or embarrassment. For example, "I didn't know a soul," he confessed ruefully. To turn something on its head. To completely change or reverse a situation. For example, "You've turned it on its head." That's the end of today's story. Try to listen again without reading, and see how much you understand. New episodes every day, so please subscribe. See you tomorrow.